another video. So the topic that I'll be discussing in this video today is in regards to why feminist women cannot compete with alpha males. So the thing that feminist women have to understand is that they believe that they can compete with the man in all aspects of life, right? Whether it's in who's making more money, whether it's in who's contributing more to society, who has more power, and other important aspects that go along with like the difference between men and women, right? But the thing is that the feminist women have to understand that they don't have the mental capacity to be able to think like a man. So they keep trying to compare themselves to men and see themselves as better than men, and that men aren't worth anything, right? But the thing is that it's these same feminist women that are still getting dug out by all of these alpha males. It's these same women that are having intercourse with all these alpha males, you feel what I'm saying? And the thing is that they've been wrong so many times in their life, or at least according to them, they feel like they've been wrong up to the point that they want to start a revolution to make it seem like they are better than guys. But the truth is that only an alpha male with the right capabilities knows how to be able to contain a feminist woman, or at least will put her in her place. You feel what I'm saying? And the thing is that the reason I say that a feminist woman cannot have the mental capacity of a man, talk more or less of being an alpha, is because of the fact that feminist women, or women in general, think from a sense of emotion. They don't have the mental capacity to think from a sense of logic like men do. For instance, when men go through issues, we use our sense of reasoning and our thinking skills to be able to deal with an issue, and we do not allow our emotions to be able to get into the way of the issue that is at hand. Compared to a woman who can be in the middle of a hardship, can be in a critical moment, So when a woman is placed in a difficult moment, when she's in a critical time in anything that she's doing, you feel what I'm saying? She will use anger, sadness, and all of these negative and emotional aspects to be able to dictate what she does, dictate her moves, dictate her actions, you feel what I'm saying? And the thing is that that is not a positive way to be able to take on these things at the end of the day. It's not a positive way to take on these things. And that is the main difference between how a woman will handle a situation like that and how a man will handle a situation like that. And the thing you have to understand is that there are some men, I'm not going to say that there aren't, but there are some men that choose to handle things from an emotional aspect. But those men are usually blue pill beta men who need to really understand the truth about life and wake up from this matrix, you feel what I'm saying? But true alpha males know how to be able to use their thinking and their reasoning skills to be able to get out of every single situation. You feel what I'm saying? So the thing you have to understand is that most of these feminist women are bitter and they're sad, and they feel like to be able to deal with those emotions that they're feeling, they feel like they can be able to compete with men. But at the end of the day, you can't fully compete with men. You can't fully compete with men, no matter what you do, no matter what you say. And the thing is that their emotions, the way that they feel at the end of the day, is what they would use to dictate every single one of their actions. That is what they use to dictate their actions. That is what they use to move. But a real man will use thinking and reasoning to be able to move. That is the difference between women and men. We are two different creatures. We are two different beings. You feel what I'm saying? But the thing is that feminist women just need to understand and learn that they can never really compete with men, mainly the pure alpha man, because he will always find a way to put her in her place. But the thing is that this is the type of society we live in nowadays, especially here in the United States. We live in a gynocentric society, a matriarchal society, where females believe that they run the society and anything that they say goes. But the fact of the matter remains that you females wouldn't even have the power in this country if men didn't give it to you, right? But the thing is that men that are being brought up in this society today are being brought up as weak because they're allowing the females in their life to be able to train them on how to become sophisticated members of society. But the thing that they have to understand is that without that male figure that is knowledgeable on the way that the world is, aka being red-pilled, and actually applies the red pill philosophy to his life, whether it's with women, whether it's in businesses, aka being an alpha, will be lost and will be misguided and will turn into more of a feminine man than a masculine man. You feel what I'm saying? That's why you see in most of these relationships that are in society currently, most females and most men are looking for 50-50 relationships. But the thing is that if a man puts in 50% of the effort and a woman puts in 50% of the effort, how is the man going to be able to take charge as being like the more important, or the higher being in the relationship? How is he supposed to take control when everything is being sought as 50-50? Pure alpha males know that whether you're in a relationship, whether you're not in a relationship, even though I don't see any point of personally being in a relationship, but if you are to be in a relationship, it should be more of the guy calling the shots than the girl calling the shots. You feel what I'm saying? Because the thing is that if she is coming into your kingdom, she is coming into your place, and obviously by you grinding, by you being on your purpose, by you trying to figure out a way to become financially stable, you are building your kingdom. And if you're building your kingdom, that makes you a king. So as guys, you need to see yourself as the king. And if she's coming into your kingdom, she needs to abide by your rules. So that's why I tell you guys, whenever you guys set standards in the beginning of the relationship, what you should be doing, at any point in time, if she does not abide to the rules that you are setting in the beginning of the relationship, you need to either cut her off or let her know, but at the same time as well too, you need to give her some consequences so she can understand that there are actions that are going to follow you not abiding to the rules that I set. You feel what I'm saying? All the rules that you set, however you want to see it. But the thing is that another problem that's in society is that most of you guys are scared to stand up to women because of how they will react. You can never be scared about how a woman is going to react to you, because at the end of the day, if you are scared to have her react to you in any way, shape, or form, she will start to see you as weak. And if a woman sees you as weak, she'll never respect you. You have to be willing to take whatever things she throws in your face, and on top of that, be able to stand up and be a man. There will be some relationships out there where a woman will set the precedent, or a woman will set the rules, and a guy will feel like he has to fold or he has to give up his right just to be able to satisfy her. She doesn't respect you when you do that. When you set a standard as a man, you set a rule, and then from there she disrespects your rule, and she sets a rule for you. When you follow your rule, she will see you as weak. At that point, she just sees you as the provider, the person who's giving her all that security, whether it's in a money form or a house. She will never respect you as her lover. She will never respect you as the alpha that you're trying to become. She will never respect you as the leader. She will only respect you as the leader if you set a precedent, and when she disobeys that precedent, that rule that you set, then from there, you put her on ice, basically letting her know what she's doing is wrong, and you give her a consequence, or you completely cut her off and let her know, listen, at the end of the day, babe, I set my rule at the beginning of the relationship. Since you decided that you don't want to follow it, I don't think we can be talking to each other anymore. You feel what I'm saying? Until you feel like you can listen to what I'm telling you, and you do what I told you, and from there we can mess with each other. You feel what I'm saying? But until then, I'm gonna just have to go my separate way, and you can do what you gotta do. All right? See, simple as that. That's all you gotta do. But at the end of the day, you have to realize your worth as the man, as the king. And once you set your precedents, and from there, if they abide to it, then they're for you. But if they don't, then you know they're not for you. So listen, man, at the end of the day, if you understand, it's because you're woke. But if you don't understand, it's because you're not woke. This is going to be the end of this video. If you like this video, make sure you go spam that like button, share this video with your friends, leave comments. Link to the Patreon is going to be down in the description below, so give that a check. I'm going to start posting more videos to the Patreon so y'all can go become Patreons, you feel what I'm saying? And we're going to catch you with this next video when it comes out. This is Wokey Bucks, signing out.